So this is an ultra slim, actually the slimmest 5000 mAh Qi2 battery pack on the market, and this is from Anker. So Belkin came out with a 5K Qi2 pack as well, but that didn't charge at the Qi2 standard of 5K watts. ESR came out with a 5K Qi2 pack, but that doesn't sustain the 15 watt wireless charge for very long. So Anker being the king of wireless charging packs, I'm very curious to see if it charges at 15 watts and how it holds up against the ESR Qi2 pack. Let's get into it. We're going to do a speed test comparing the two, and we'll see how hot both of these chargers get and see how fast they recharge. If you want to see a speed test between Anker's 10K Qi2 battery pack versus the newly announced ESR 10K Qi2 pack, then click the link down below. So here are the two side by side so that y'all can see a size comparison. The Anker is slimmer, but ESR does have a kickstand. And here's the Anker compared to the bank's OG Qi2 pack from back in the day. This pack is actually the same exact size as the official Apple MagSafe pack. So this Anker charger is ultra slim, but it does have a bigger surface area. But it's the perfect dimensions for the smaller 6.1-inch iPhones. It doesn't protrude off the edges, a very clean fit. The material is plastic and is very slippery. It's not a soft touch plastic like on the bank. The bank's charger feels incredible, and the magnets are noticeably stronger. And later on in this video, I'll explain to you why I still use the older Bank's Qi2 charger more often than not. So at the time of shooting this video, you can only get this charger at the Apple Store, and it was about $55. But by the time you're watching this video, it's most likely going to be on Amazon and at a cheaper price. So make sure to click the link down below to check the current price. So this is a 5000 mAh battery, but there's a lot of different factors that go into the actual size of a battery pack. So this is most likely at 3000 mAh. The ESR charger has similar charging specs, which are listed here. As usual, we're going to test this on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which has a 4400 mAh battery. And remember that the size of the battery does affect how long it takes to charge. Both these packs have very similar results, both getting to 32% after about 1 hour of charge. The Anker charger got to over 103 degrees Fahrenheit from my testing. This is pretty hot because the ESR 5K pack got to 98 degrees and the ESR 10K pack got to 94 degrees. So Anker is the king of MagSafe charging packs, so I was thinking that they were going to work some magic with their Qi2 5K pack, but it looks like that's not the case here. Which is okay because this pack is extremely thin. It's tiny, it's beautiful, but this is the hottest Qi2 pack that I've seen so far. So I wanted to give some quick thoughts on the older Qi2 chargers. So if you know me, you know that I always use a small USB Type-C cord and not rely on the wireless transfer, especially when using Android, because with that you get the fast speeds of wired charging, but you get the versatility of a detachable battery. So when we're not thinking about wireless charging speeds of a battery pack, other attributes become more important. So like I said earlier, the Banks has a soft touch plastic which feels incredibly good to hold in the hand, and the edges are curved perfectly, making it great for you to hold. And when using this charging pack, not only does it not feel distracting, but it actually feels better to use the phone with this charging pack on. And this is a Banks Armor pack, which has a great size for a 10K pack. The back is Kevlar and is built out of metal. These packs are ultra premium and they're built like a tank, and the magnetic strength is far better than the ESR charger and the Anker chargers. And since the port is on the bottom and not on the side, if you're using a tiny USB Type-C cord, it doesn't get in the way of your hand. So even though I own many Qi2 chargers, I find myself using these older Bank Qi2 chargers more often than not. Of course, these are not better than the Qi2 chargers, but I just wanted to give you my thoughts. Okay, so those are the results from the new Qi2 5K pack and the ESR Qi2 5K pack. It looks like Anker set out to make the most thinnest and most beautiful pack and not really worry about the heat. And if that's the case, then mission accomplished. If you're a charging nerd like me, and you probably are because you're watching this video, then this pack might not be for you. This will be geared towards an individual that just wants a very thin, good looking charging pack. And the ESR doesn't look quite as good, but it is cheaper with similar speeds with the kickstand, and it runs cooler. For a charging comparison between Anker's 10K Qi2 battery pack and ESR's newly announced 10K Qi2 battery pack, then click the link down below. Alright, I'll talk to y'all next time.